Sounds great.
Next.
¿Quién era Barbara que tal?
Me.
Okay. The perfect teacher for us, because we make it together, is a respectful, punctual, creative, dedicated, positive, active, professional, patient, organized, hardworking, and the most important should be an example, a good example. And the negative aspects, we mentioned monotony, that the classes are just the same. A teacher that improvises, because we can notice when the teacher is improvising when he's just looking at the book and reading. A selfish teacher, a teacher that doesn't listen. And we also say, we also mention that a teacher that speaks a lot and doesn't let us speak.
Good. Very good. And finally, you guys.
Caro.
Okay. We found some qualities that the teacher should be the model for students. He should be respectful. He has to be wise. He has to be collaborative. He has to be a guide for the students. He needs to separate his work from real life, and he needs to be inclusive.
Do you have any cons?
Yeah. That the teacher shouldn't be talkative or babbling.
That's
Just
it?
to- Yeah. Just to-
Very good. Okay. Guys. For us to make a teaching or learning strategy, first of all, we need to see ourselves, how are we going to be as teachers? Which qualities do we have? You guys already mentioned which things we don't like about teachers, so I hope you adapt those things to yourself. And another thing you have to learn is, maybe not the first day of school as teachers, but as years go by, you will find out that you will have your own thing. You have your own essence in classes. Yes, those are great ideas. You guys have awesome ideas of who do you want to be as teachers. But also keep that in mind, that you will find your own way to have that, maybe that special bond between teachers and students. Now, about teaching and learning strategies. Let's find out about pros and cons about the typical learning strategies we use. Okay, first of all, we have lectures. Okay, lectures are probably most useful for giving a general introduction to a topic area. That means when you're going to speak about a subject that your students knows nothing, absolutely nothing about it. So the topic area, the delivery of information, give broad overviews of content. It is the most effective common method in teaching lower cognitive levels. But let's see the pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. If you choose to use lecture for the start of a class, I want to be very clear about this. A class, a single class, I mean a 50 minutes class, must have 3 different periods of time. Every class, every 50-minute class must have those 3 aspects. The first one is the initial phase. That's when you get in the classroom, you start speaking to your students, and you start using strategies for them to remember maybe last class. And I don't mean that question about, do you remember last class? No. Nobody remembers even when we woke up today. So which strategy you're going to use to make them actually remember what happened or what you learned the last session. That's the first phase. The second phase about a class is the experimentation. I give you guys a topic and we start working together with that topic using maybe lectures, maybe debates, videos, etc. That's when you guys start working, doing an assignment. That's the second phase of a class. And the third and final phase of the class, when you guys show the product that you learned. That everything you saw in class was productive. That's when you show the teacher and your classmates that we worked together, not only teacher and then you knew, that we worked together and we actually achieved something. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Well, at least that for me is a perfect class. To use those 3 stages of a class. Okay, advantages and disadvantages of a lecture. Advantages, okay. The lecture can be used in any size class and is often the only option for huge classrooms. As I told you a little while ago, as you can have 5 students, you can have 100 students. Disadvantage, okay, the lecture is a teacher-centered, which does not allow for differences in student learning styles or rates. Only the teacher is saying things. The only one who's participating in class is the teacher. Another advantage, okay, a well-presented lecture can be motivating to the students and inspire them to pursue a topic on their own. Disadvantage, okay, minimal student participation promotes passivity in students. We don't want that. Another advantage, okay, the instructor, the teacher has total control over what occurs in class. Other disadvantages, okay, learning from lectures depends on the student's abilities to take notes. And because the lecture is teacher-centered, it tends to promote only one-way communication. Discussion. To be honest with you, this is my very favorite. Speaking about myself, I try to use a lot of moments in a lot of classes. This technique is strategy, and there's techniques used for pulling knowledge and ideas. That you already have that knowledge, but you guys sometimes tend to be very shy, or you don't want to show the things you know, and maybe you don't want to step in front of the class. So we have to make this kind of discussion so you can remember what you guys have achieved during your whole school years. It can be applied to small groups or larger group discussions composed from 5 to 7 individuals. It is used when the instructor or teacher wants the students to practice analysis and evaluation or to examine opinions. The discussion is a common method for allowing exploration of attitudes. And that obviously every single strategy has advantages and disadvantages. Okay, first, the students are actively involved in processing information and ideas. You have a very dynamic class. Disadvantage, okay, discussion can be very time consuming and unfocused unless the instructor makes an effort to direct the flow. Okay, the problem with discussions is sometimes it takes the entire class. And we didn't learn anything new, we're just making discussions. And if you guys as teachers don't get involved with the process, the whole topic is completely lost. If you don't work as a moderator for the topic, all the information gets lost. Students can share their experiences and participate in making decisions. Disadvantage, and a teacher often has difficulty in getting the students involved. Another advantage, it provides means of communication and feedback between the lecturer and the learner. And another disadvantage, that class size must be restricted. Okay. Okay guys, it's time for your break now.